Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and this is Stacklands, and we are back with our minimalist playthrough. That is right. So we have been playing a brand new mod for the game, and there is a link down below in the description. If you enjoy this and you want to try it out for yourself, please feel free to click that link and download it right away. So basically, it removes, as you can see, the ability to buy card packs, and we can still sell cards to kind of get down to the limit, and we'll be forced to sell too. As you can see, I've actually got coins starting to stack up in our chest, but as I understand it, there's no real need for coins. So this is kind of just we're just putting them there to keep the board from getting too cluttered up. But it's actually a really entertaining way of playing. It's kind of breathed new life into the game for me, and there are a couple of more difficult settings too. Now we had just, I believe, unlocked the next stage of difficulty, which we would of course have to restart and access from the main menu, but you get there by achieving Moon 10. So if you can survive to Moon 10, as you see, we just turned that over. So it is just about to start. We're going to unpause things and pick up where we left off. As I recall, food is okay. We're starting to get caught up on food production, which of course early on when you're starting this method is probably the biggest challenge, is getting your food situated. But we managed to get over that hump. So if you're wondering how we did that, there is a link to the playlist for this as well down in the description. But let's get going. Now we're kind of working on a second flint, I think. Well, actually what I'm working on right now is an animal pen. Yeah. All right, let's throw these on the fire. We got some cooked meat. Food's going to be okay. If worse comes to worse, I can take the dog and put him on the apple tree till we get enough food. So that'll be handy. We do have a couple of bones down here, just getting prepared in case we get another wolf from the plains card, because that's like the biggest threat that comes out of this. There's a rat and a wolf. Everything else is just beneficial, but that is how we got our dog here. We had a wolf attack, but we tamed the wolf. And of course, now he is our ally, man's best friend. So right now we're working on the animal pen. As I explained in the last episode, there's a couple of different ways to get to it. One of them requires iron, an iron bar, which we don't have yet. The other one is to build 3 cages. And as you can see, I've got 2 cages already going. So when we get these 3 built, we'll be able to combine them into a single animal pen. So it's pretty fantastic. Let's see, you go ahead and finish that up, sir. All right, beautiful. Let's get him to the quarry. I'm really going to try and push for our second flint today so we can go for that beloved iron mine. There we go. Get ourselves up into the Iron Age. But, all right, so we got many chickens here. And really, I'm just building this animal pen just because I'm so annoyed by the chickens jumping around. But it's not, like, super critical right now. You know what I might do, though? Instead of just getting more lumber, because that's kind of killing our card cap, we can go ahead and make some more sheds while we wait for the iron. It'd be great if I could just not make any more sheds until we get to warehouses, which is like the upgraded version, but I just don't think that's gonna work. We won't have time. So here we go. Stick, wood, and a stone makes us a shed. And that'll help boost the card cap. Let's see, we'll get that done in 30 seconds. There's 67.3 seconds left in the moon, so we should be okay. Food's going to be good too. I'll go ahead and pull this guy. Well, let's let him just go ahead and get another apple to finish off his work here. So the animal cage is a little bit slow, but it's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, at some point, we're going to go to like a strictly omelet diet. Maybe not strictly, but that's going to be the bulk of our food supply. It's one of the best in the game. Now, we really do need to upgrade from a campfire to a stove, though, at some point. Look at this. Oh, you got to love it. The best card in the game right there, the animal pen, especially when you first build one. You don't have to worry about the stupid animals messing up. Look, now I can straighten up my cards with the E button, and just like everything will stay where it's supposed to be. Yeah, there's a couple of really good, helpful hotkeys in this game. And that is definitely one of them. The E key will kind of bring up this grid and knock everything into place. There's also the ability to sell cards too, which is pretty critical now that we don't have I can't drag them up here. Now, I was told you can actually do it with the backspace key. I use the G key. G to sell it, but you can do it apparently with the backspace as well. I don't want to waste too many cards, but let's see. All right, get on the lumber. And at some point, we probably will need to reproduce. Honestly, we're doing pretty good now, just in terms of we got lucky with this dog, so he's very helpful. And I discovered that I'm pretty sure he only takes half the food that a normal pawn would, or card villager, whatever you want to call him. All right, let's see here. Eggs are coming out like crazy. Yeah. I think one of the first things we'll do when we get up to the Iron Age is go ahead and make some stoves. That's definitely going to be a big priority, because if we can get these eggs cooked up a lot quicker, man, like you can see, these chickens, they're producing. And that's not even the full capacity. I could add one more chicken to this pen. Oh my God, look at this. We're so high on cards now. All right, but it's okay. Like I said, we can sell these too. So let's go. We're almost to the moon. There it is. Oh, there it is. Thank God it only took forever. All right, we'll get rid of these. Boom. Beautiful. We're 9 cards over the max. Are you kidding me? It's mostly eggs. Mostly eggs. But I'm going to have to sell some stuff. That's all right. Let's just wait for the moon to turn over, because some of those cards will be reduced after they eat, you know. So we won't have to sell as many. There we go. Everyone was fed! Exclamation. Sell 7 cards. All right, not so bad. I'm going to pull these off. What are we looking at? So backspace. Delete. Maybe I reset the button, because for me it's the G button. Yeah, I probably changed that at some point. Forgot about it. All right, 2 more. We'll just get rid of the stone here. Beautiful. Start. Bare minimum unlocked. Oh, okay. So we got to survive through Moon 10. Got it. You don't have to. You can't just achieve Moon 10. You got to get through Moon 10, it looks like. But the mod is now notifying me that we have unlocked bare minimum mode, which is like the next stage of difficulty. You start with even fewer cards, I assume, when starting new. It applies to all saves, so feel free to make a new save. All right, there we go. So what that means is, like, you don't have to beat it again and again on a different save file. It carries over. Whenever you play, it'll be unlocked no matter what save file you're using, which is very handy. Very good mod so far. So go over to Steam, and if you do download it, hit that favorite button, give it a like. All right, so let's see. There's our stone. I'm thinking once this gets done, we're going to breed them up. We're going to go for a kiddo here, because we're going to get an iron mine. So we're going to literally need, more labor here. The dog is on the plains card, mainly just for having him something to do. It doesn't work as fast as like a normal villager. So he's kind of useless for like a mine or something. In fact, I'd love to go ahead and get ourselves a pickaxe. Let's see, what is the pickaxe? Very important. Okay, the flint. Yeah, it's so hard to get flint. All right, here's what we'll do. We'll pull him off that. And before we start any kind of quarrying or mining, let's get those 2 to reproduce. Actually, I'm going to put him on the apples. Let's just get these apple trees, used up. Time to go ahead and plant a couple. Very good. There we go. Also, now we can think about turning this soil into a farm as opposed to just a garden. So let's see what the farm. This one takes bricks, planks, soil. I thought it took iron, but I was wrong. Oh, well, let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. That's another thing, too, we should start thinking about are the brickyard and the lumber mill, so we can just manually turn stuff in. So let's go brickyard, brick iron bar. Yep, iron is going to be so key for a lot of these later structures. So let's get working on that. But like I said, first things first, the stove. What do we need there? Flint. Of course, everything takes flint too. At least all the important stuff does. So we just got through the moon here, and a strange portal has appeared. That's not good, but we'll just have to fight off some enemies. We're not going to go through it and attempt to do any waves yet. We're not prepared for that at all. In fact, I should try and probably get a weapon made. As you can see, I got the dog working on a brick that we're going to need, but still no flint. Okay, so buddy, you switch over to that. This strange portal is probably going to pop out the enemies before I can manage to make a weapon, but I'm sure it won't be too challenging. It'll probably be like a skeleton or a single rat or something. But let's just see if we can't get... Oh, it's a rat and a goblin archer. Whew. All right. It's a little tougher than I expected, but everybody... Okay, so what's interesting, and I've figured this out in previous runs, is usually the enemies will aggro on one character. So you can safely just kite the enemies around your board by moving that one guy, and they'll just totally ignore these. You can even kind of bring them near to the other like cards, and they won't attack them. They'll just stay totally focused on one particular card. But anyway, it's just a little tip. If you got work that you're accomplishing and you don't want to pull somebody off just yet, to get into combat like this iron mine, I'd rather have him finish. And same with the lumber. Nice, first iron ore. Okay, now we can go ahead, get the gang all ready, get them attacking. There we go. Let's see. Goblin Archer, bring it on. He's waiting. He's like dancing around, not sure if he wants to get involved. That was actually good for us. All right, get rid of that. Yeah, my chest is almost halfway full already. I'm going to have to build a second one or make the wishing well at some point so we can just eliminate a third bone. Okay. So I said it in the previous one that I want to keep one bone on me for as long as we're actively searching the plains card still, which we still kind of are. But now that we have 2 bones plus an extra one, I'm going to turn this into the bone spear. So that's definitely an upgrade. And let's get these guys to make a slingshot real quick. Hey, look, there's our 3rd villager, buddy. Well, you, sir, are going to be locked to that iron mine. No, you know what? Hold on. No, you know what? I'm still looking for flint. Flint is actually the most important thing, because I can't even do anything with this iron until we get a smelter, which I'm pretty sure takes flint as well. So, but first things first, we're going to go for a stove. So our food situation is locked in. I think we're okay technically because our apples are going so good, but I'd love to be able to just cook these eggs up a lot quicker. That way I'm not wasting so much time. All right, so that's going to make a slingshot. So we'll have a ranged character plus a militia guy. That'll be good. Okay, there it is. We got the bone spear, but we've just gotten our first flint, or well, technically our 3rd flint, but let's see here. Brick, iron bar, and the flint for the stove. Damn it. So I guess I do need to do the smelter first then, don't I? Damn it, it takes 2 flint. Of course it does. And 2 bricks. Well, yeah, I think we can potentially get lucky, maybe get an iron bar through other means early, but I don't know if we actually have any of those means available to us. So we're going to have to get our smelter up first. Not to worry, though. Not to worry. Like I said, with the apples we've got going, I don't think food's going to be a super big issue right now, so I'm not worried about it. We can take our time and get that iron going very leisurely, right? No, not at all. We got to rush to it. But oh, look, we just got the 2nd flint. That is such good luck right there. All right, so now we need to pump out some quarry here. Let's go. Yeah, I needed some stones. Okay, cool. Well, we are on our way, folks. That was good luck right there. Okay, we just completed our Moon 11, or in a Moon 12, I should say. If everybody was fed, now we have to sell 7 cards, and this one's going to be trickier. I can get rid of a bunch of the eggs, I guess. It's unfortunate, too, because it was just about to cook up an omelet, but that's not a big deal. Okay, get rid of those. Now I just have to sell 1 thing. Honestly, I think it might have to be the iron ore. I don't want it to be, though. Yeah, that's like the least important thing right now because we can't do anything with it, at the moment, which kind of does suck because tell you, these iron mines, they don't produce iron like you would expect, like not as quickly as someone who's like unfamiliar with the game would think. Oftentimes you just get stone out of it. That's already happened to me once. He popped out a stone instead of an iron, so it is... Oh, look, a 3rd flint. Wow. It is good to prepare and maybe even build a 2nd iron mine, or like we're going to do, get a pickaxe going here as soon as our smelter is constructed. Boy, oh boy, we got a lot of different stuff lined up to build, don't we? We got to make that stove, the smelter, all that good stuff, the pickaxe. All right, so there's our 2nd brick. 2 bricks, 2 flint, and a plank. Crap, now I need the plank. Okay. While we're waiting for the wood, he's going to make me another shed. Those down there. All right, we're getting things assembled. Let's go ahead and move you to there, because now I'm going to need the wood. Yep, let's go. Okay, and there it is. The smelter is officially built, and we've got it loaded up with some iron and some wood. So we're going to be producing our very own iron bars here shortly. Now, like I said, first priority is going to be that stove. Yeah, I want to make sure that I got to stop selling eggs here, man. Every turn, my coin chest is getting too stuffed. Hopefully at some point we discover a use for all these coins, but I honestly legitimately think there's not going to be any. Nonetheless, that's okay. That's just part of the mod. That's how it goes. Makes it far more challenging. Now, it's probably advisable, too, to play through the base game first so you actually, like, know all the ideas and stuff. So, I mean, if you're brand new to the game and you want to try the Minimalist Challenge as your very first run, feel free. But I wouldn't highly recommend that play. Nonetheless, it's still incredibly fun once you got some experience. It is kind of a test of your knowledge, of the base game itself. Now, it would be interesting to play the Minimalist Challenge with nothing. If you are an experienced player, start a new save file, play the Minimalist Challenge so you have no ideas discovered, so you can't fall back on your previous knowledge. You know what? Now that I think about it, I might do that for when we attempt the next level of difficulty. I might do that. We'll start off on a new save file. So I've got it's just everything's and I will tell you, I've probably forgotten a lot of these recipes, so I would be hindered by that type of play. So there's our iron bars. All right, let's stay focused here. So first things first, we need another brick, don't we? Dang it, dang it, dang it. That's okay. Let's get the dog to finish off his little work there, and then we'll make a brick. Hold on. I know there's something we can make with the flint. That's going to be for the current stove, though, so I'm not going to mess with that. But I'm also, like I said, thinking about the pickaxe here, too. All right, you, sir, going to work on that brick for me. And iron. Oh, there we go. Awesome. So, yeah, at some point, too, we're going to want to slap together a warehouse. That is a stone and an iron bar. Very easy one, but also extremely critical. Look at these eggs coming out. Okay, so we're good there. We got the brick. I built 2 sticks hoping to make, some sort of weapon here, but now I need an extra stone. So, let's see. Let me clear that, and let's go down to our weapons. Let's see, the axe is also good. Iron bar, stick, and a wood. That one's great, obviously, for the lumber. Let's do that. Iron bar, a stick, and a piece of wood. We'll get him to work. Oh, it's making itself. There we go. I love to see it. All right, so we got our brick. There it is. Boom. You know what else is extremely helpful, too, is the hammer. Where is it? What's that? Iron bar, stick, and a stone. Yeah. I'm tempted to make that too. Because that turns one of our villagers into a builder, which of course increases speed. Yeah, we're going to go for that 100%. Okay, the stone is up. And there we go. We're going to start splitting them. Obviously, I'm not getting rid of the campfire. Certainly not. But this way we will definitely speed up our omelet production. It's going to be helpful. As you can see, we're kind of relying on strictly eggs at this point. Another thing, too, I think we're going to go ahead and breed up a 5th chicken. I think we might as well, right? I'm going to grab these 2 and plant them so we don't run out of trees just yet. I still like having a backup on those apples for sure. We're not quite totally reliant on omelets, not just yet. But I think I'm going to switch the builder for the dog here in a second. So we're getting tons of good wood, but like I said, militia guys are just not great at mining, so we should think about the pickaxe coming up next. I tell you, these tools are so helpful. Iron bar, ooh, we need a flint for that one, so we're kind of just waiting, but not a big deal. I'll tell you, in the meantime, let's look up the lumber yard, or lumber camp. So that's not what I'm thinking of. No, you know what? I always confuse that with the sawmill. That's what I want. Yeah. Okay, so a plank, a stone, and an iron bar. Tell you what, let's grab ourselves a plank. There we go. Get that ready because we're going to make the sawmill and the brickyard here so we can start churning those out. Oh my God, another strange portal just appeared after our latest moon. Start of Moon 16. That's our second one. But no worries. I think we're going to be okay. Man, I tell you, this iron mine is so slow to produce. It's crazy. But it's all right. Also, the quarry is not giving me much luck with our latest round of flint. So hopefully you guys can change that here. I'll keep you around for a minute or two. Okay, so what did I want to do with this? Oh, yeah, we're doing the sawmill. I'm thinking, actually, let's grab the next stone he produces. Cool. And where's my builder? Let's go ahead and switch. Okay. I'll just leave the iron mine for a second. But yeah. So we're going to get a warehouse constructed. I'm tired of these piddly little sheds. They're just not doing it. So, all right. And we got 2 frogmen. Oh, well, I'm sorry, 1 frogman and a goblin archer. Let's see who they're keyed off on. Is it this guy? Yeah, it's this guy. All right. Now, of course, as I was explaining, you can kind of kite them around with one character, but if I were to move them over here, for instance, they would get engaged in combat with these. They're not going to ignore dudes who are in their way. They'll still engage in combat, but like I said, they're just keyed on this one dude. So if you're smart about it and you got a big enough board, you can kind of kite guys around fairly indefinitely, you know, if you play it right. But let's see here. Okay, we got our warehouse. That significantly increased the card. Yeah, look at that. We're okay now. All right, and the dog's working on another brick for me just because. Let's see. I think we might as well go ahead and face the music. Let's bring all our troops together. Even the dog. I gave the dog, actually. The dog has the slingshot now because we got enough tools for everybody. So the dog gets a weapon. Let's go. Oh, nice. Another bone. Some dogs over here. The dog is a ranged item. I'm just going to sell that. Yeah, I don't have much need for the blowpipe. All right, so everybody get back to work. Give me that flint, man. I need it. Unfortunately, the dog had to cancel his work on the brick, but that's okay. At this point, I'm just making them just to make them, but just to kind of lower the card count because I know we're going to need them as we go. But I'm really just holding on a flint. Okay, there we go. We've done it. We've acquired a flint, and the whole purpose of that was to make the pickaxe. And honestly, I'd like to make a couple of these. Yeah, I probably will. I'm going to have the quarry guy have a pickaxe, and of course the iron mine dude too, but that will rely on another flint at some point, but that's okay. Let's see, get that going. I'm actually going to go ahead and build the farm too as soon as our dog finishes this brick here. So that'll be very good. Let's speed things up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. That'll make itself. Very good. Hurry up, dog. You are so slow. He is super slow. There we go. Put him back over there. Now, we got 2 bricks, 2 planks, and some soil. That's a big one. Let's see. Where's our builder? Yeah, we're just going to have to wait. I need another person. I think we do. I went ahead and bred up that 5th chicken. So, like, food is probably not going to be a big issue for us right away. Let me start growing here. Yeah, I think we're going to breed up another kiddo here. Let's do it. Oh, look, we just got another flint. That's so huge. Oh, perfect. Perfect. All right, so the builder's going to have to take on double roles until we get that extra villager. So you, sir, when you're not building, will become a miner. There we go. We got our farm. So the farm is just a better version of the apple. Or, I'm sorry, the garden. Let's see. So that's 90 seconds, 60 seconds to produce a tree. Not too shabby. Okay, well, we have reached the end of Moon 16. That brings us to Moon 17. Not too bad. Everybody's eating good. It was right before we got our kid bred up, but no big deal. Look, that's like the first turn we've had in several where I didn't have to sell anything. Woohoo! Oh, unfortunately, I'll probably still have to build multiple coin chests, but, you know, one thing that's kind of cool about this is I don't have to worry about building like 5 or 6 different markets, you know, and constantly have money come in. But I also realize at some point, not right away, but at some point, we're just going to have to pull our people off of like the resource gathering and kind of just have them sit idle and stationary, since there's no point in trying to just continually produce stuff for wealth. You know, we just need to kind of stabilize our card count at some point. But that's kind of cool. You know, it makes you focus on the more important stuff and your objectives more than just randomly churning out planks and bricks to sell. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so there we go. We've got our militia. Now, the question is, should I build another pickaxe with the flint, a stove, or potentially even a second iron mine? Wouldn't be a bad idea. I think we'll go with that pickaxe. Like I said, it's good to have people on the quarry, and if we do decide to build a second iron mine, it'll come extremely in handy. So let's just get a stick of flint, and if this dude pulls out an iron ore right here, I'll be very happy. But like I said, it's almost is equal. He's going to get a stone or a coin. Yeah, see it. It's not very reliable. Oh man, well I tell you what, I just achieved sawmill status. I still don't have the brickyard yet, but we are getting flint now like crazy. In fact, I think that calls for a second iron mine. That's right, 2 flint, a wood, and a stone. Okay, we've got it. Actually, that's going to be turned into a brick, because I am going to work on the brickyard next. Again, it's not something I'm going to have constantly flowing, but I do probably want at least a couple of planks built up. Same with the stones here. But you can see I am well over my card count right now for this current moon, but that's okay. So what did we need? What was it again? Two flints, a wood, and a stone. Okay. Should have that. There we go. And our builder, prioritize that, please, sir. There we go. So the moon's about to turn over again. Our dog is working steadily. I always like to try and feed everybody before I decide what to sell. All right. And now this turned 14 cards, but that's okay. A lot of these are going to just be the wood and stone I don't really need. I just sell these 2 right now. I was going to turn those into a brick, but he can produce enough cards before I need it. All right, what am I at? 4 more. Jeez, look at these. Let's put 2 in there. And do I really want to sell 4 apples? Sell that. I got to pull this off again. I keep resetting my iron bar. That's okay. We'll get there. And boom, there we go. Better than selling the food, right? All right. Oh, and I still have 1 card left. All right. I missed it. My math is very bad. There we go. Okay. So we've got our plank. Okay, I need to get that brick going. Yeah, we're working on the brickyard next. Okay, we'll just set these over here. Like I said, at some point, I'm just going to pull people off of the resource cards and just kind of have them sit stationary. It goes against every fiber of my being to have pawns just sitting around doing nothing, but to be honest, that is the best thing. All right, so he can switch that up. We'll just put the builder there for now. There we go. All right, so we are on our way, folks. Now, we've got double iron mines kicking, which you know what that means. We're going to start to be able to outfit our people with some serious weapons, hopefully some iron plate armor, different things like that, whatever we can get, right? Oh, and there's our next villager. Woohoo! Turn him back into the lumberjack. There we go. We are officially at 4 villagers with a dog and 5 chickens. Eggs are coming strong. And 2, you know, at some point I'm going to build in the very near future a second animal pen so we can get 10 chickens going and just be like swimming in omelets. We are going to get our people so sick of omelets, man. I'll tell you what. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this so far. If you have, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Anyway, guys, I will see you on the next one.